I'm sorry, I'm still not able to add Anish, sir. 1 second, please. Yes, I think I've been able to add Anish, sir, now.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Anish, how are you?
Yeah, great, ma'am.
Great. So, I think all of you are very excited to see Anish, sir. Okay.
With a change, of course. So,
So, let me take the privilege of introducing Anish sir to all of you. This is Chartered Accountant Anish sir, and Anish is a CA. And Anish told me to tell that when I asked him, what should I introduce about you? Just could you send me 2 or 3 lines? So he told me that, ma'am, you say that a CA who's learning to be a good teacher. I did not agree with this, so I'm mentioning that this is what Anish has told, that he's learning to be a good teacher, because Anish, we feel that you are an excellent teacher already. And of course, there's always room for improvisation, but you're an amazing teacher
thank you,
already,
ma'am.
a student's favorite, no doubt.
Thank you. So humbled by that. Thank you, ma'am.
So, Anish, tell us a little about yourself, which you feel that students do not know about, something like that.
Okay. So, yes, I'm a pretty mischievous person. So it's not that I'm a
Okay.
very strict person or a strict CA. So
Okay.
usually in office, it so happened that once I bunked the office along with my articles. So that's the best part I did.
Oh, you bunked office itself. Okay.
Yeah, with the articles, and we went for a movie. So I got a big scolding for that too later on. So from my office happened. So I'm a pretty mischievous person by nature,
Okay.
and yes, so the other side of me is that.
Cool, cool, Anish. And I think all of you already know that I'm still confused. All his tax examples, Anish is a direct tax teacher, so all his examples is related to movies. I sometimes do not know whether you go to watch a movie or whether you go there to take back stories for your class. I'm still confused on that aspect.
So it'll be both ways, ma'am. I'll be watching the movie. I'll
Okay.
be so engrossed. I'll be able to link it with my subject. So that happens naturally.
Okay, okay, okay. And Anish, I want to know one thing, like what made you decide to take up CA? Like, what was that, whether it was some one aha moment where you decided, yes, I have to take up CA,
Okay.
or what made you decide,
Pretty tough question, ma'am. So,
Okay.
during my 10th standard, I never used to pass in my till my pre-board exam. I never used to clear my exam. So the
Oh,
discussion before the
okay.
board, yeah, and the discussion before the board exam, my dad took me to terrace so that no one hears this at home. So he gave a moral confidence saying that, see, I'm with you. I know that you have been flunking throughout the year. So whatever happens, I'll stay with you. That's the word he gave. So
Okay.
that's how I went for my board exam. So I can say I'm not an average student. I'm behind the backbencher student. So I used to flunk
Okay.
till my 10th standard. And the fate took me to a place where I didn't have an option to go for science group. So that made me choose commerce group. I didn't have the cutoff.
Okay.
And
Okay.
after that, getting into commerce, it was a new stream. I started learning. Still, I continued to remain a backbencher till my 12th standard. But
Mm-hmm.
somewhere there was some financial constraints at home.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I asked my accounts ma'am as to which is the cheapest subject in the market. So I was told it was chartered accountancy. So that's how I landed here.
Wow, I never knew that story, Anish. That's quite a story, I should say. Okay,
Thank you.
so there have been few questions. Okay, there are few compliments for you. The teacher I always adore. Hi, sir. Hi, Anish, sir.
Thank you.
How are you, sir? And
Yep.
okay, there's one student who's asking about CA exam. There is no clarification with regards to postponement. Don't worry, the notification should be coming very soon, because I think all the three institutes kind of follow the same pattern. So you should be getting a notification soon. Don't worry about that.
Yes.
And okay, so going back to the thing. How was your journey as a CA student, Anish? Because you did not really consciously wanted to be a CA, but you just took it up.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
like, how was your journey as a student?
It was tough, ma'am, because initially my interest was Viscom. I wanted to get into Viscom. And
Okay.
in school days, I didn't have a college day. So I was never into college. So right from my school, I used to do a lot of ADZAPs, dramatics, and all that competitions. Wherever there's creativity, I was there. So that's why I love movies. I hope you get the first answer. I
Yeah,
love watching.
yeah.
I wanted to become a Viscom student. So initially, it was very tough because at the age of 17, I was an article. So 17 years going to office was really a tough task, right from school to office. It was a different atmosphere altogether.
Okay.
The scheme earlier was not unlike the current scheme where they say that you probably finish the college, do 9 months of articleship, then come for the exam. That pattern was not followed. So
Okay.
after CPT, I should be doing articleship. Parallelly, I should prepare for exams. So it was
Okay.
like two parallel things I have to do. So it
Okay.
was a bit tough, but yes, over a period of time, thanks to all my teachers, they created interest in the subject. I started loving the subject.
That's so true actually. You know, teachers plays a major role in creating interest for the subject.
Definitely, ma'am.
I was not
And
blessed to
I
have
really,
a okay.
yes, ma'am. I really love to mention the name of my teachers here. So it was Ravi sir, Ramnath sir, Badri sir,
Okay.
so
Okay.
many other faculties in the institute, and including the institute staffs who supported me a lot during the CA journey. So
Okay.
even my principal Jalapati sir. So 3 days back he was in the newspaper.
Okay.
Uh,
You mean Chartered
yeah. So
Accountant Jalapati sir, is it? Oh,
Jalapati sir.
okay.
So
Okay.
they did, online courses in Gopichettipalayam CA Institute, and
Okay.
he has spearheaded that project. So a
Mm-hmm.
fantastic person. So maybe because of all these people, I got interested to clear my CA exam. So it's not purely my effort, the joint and combined effort of teachers and my principal together.
Okay. We have a lot of comments coming in. You are the best, sir. You are my favorite, sir. You have quite
Thank
a
you.
fan following, I must say. Anish
Thank
says,
you.
acknowledges all of you. He is humble as usual.
Thank you.
Okay, Anish. So, your journey was, I mean, I would say that I'm glad that I was not blessed to have a direct tax faculty like you. So, but I had a
You know.
very good corporate law faculty. My law faculty was very good. So probably that is
Okay.
the reason, you know, I got interested towards that subject more and ended up teaching that. So yes, teacher plays a
Definitely.
major role in your love for the subject.
So true.
So, okay, Anish. So, next, what I would like to know is that apart from being a CA, you do many other things also in your life. You know, you have various other hobbies also. Would you like to tell us something about that?
Yes, ma'am. I love singing. I'm a bathroom singer. In fact, yesterday I got a compliment
Okay.
from a from a apartment person. I used to sing in
Okay.
bathroom, and he comes, rings the rose, and tells me, "Okay, your singing is good." That's
That's so nice.
okay. Stop that noise in the morning. Okay. I don't know that. Right. That happened. I'm a bathroom singer, and
Okay.
I love dancing.
Oh, I didn't know
Um,
that. That's news.
okay.
You said I've seen one of your
And
singing videos, but I've not seen any dance video. Probably you should upload that soon.
okay, sure, ma'am. And apart from that, yes, I love playing badminton. So, school days, I used to play it professionally. So I have
Okay.
gone to pre-finals of the state. So,
Mm-hmm.
so till that, I've gone. After that, mildly I have reduced badminton. Then I love playing keyboard, and I was into
Mm-hmm.
athletics. These are
Okay.
the hobbies. Yes, and of course,
Okay.
watching.
Movies. Movies everyone knows actually now. So I wanted you to tell something which we didn't know. Dancing was something which I didn't know. Singing also I knew. And there are few things which you're missing, I think. You're extremely involved
Oh.
with kids, NGOs. Tell us something about that also.
Yes, ma'am. So we can say that many people question me, how do you keep smiling, and how are you able to get along with students? So that's a simple answer is I stay with kids. So
Okay.
you always feel young when you're between them. Yeah. So
True,
even
true,
between
true that.
students, if I can say that your age never builds. So you still remain young, and you. So That's why I'm selfish about that. I want to stay in. So
Okay.
that's why I'm with kindergarten kids and also PA students and all of the students.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
what we exactly do is we teach them English. So that's one task we
Okay.
do. And
Okay.
apart from that, during Corona times, probably their parents are, we can say that unskilled people. They'll be working in building sites. So we raise funds for them. Something little I do. I don't do it directly. So there's a big team involved. And with their support, I contribute like a squirrel. That's it.
Cool, cool, cool. It's, I think sometimes squirrels are the people who dig deep holes, you know. It's not like, don't call yourself a squirrel. You're doing a major, major job. Uh,
Thank
there are a
you.
lot of CA students and CS or CMA students. I mean, I'm talking for the entire student community. There are a lot of them who have various other hobbies also, like, you know, other skills. And there are a lot of them who are interested into, say, acting, singing, digital marketing, say. So, what would you suggest to them? Like, should they just focus on their studies for now, clear it, and then go to the other skills? Or you think it's a balance of both is possible?
Balance, to be frank, it's a bit tough, ma'am. I can't say
Yeah,
it's impossible, but definitely tough. So,
yeah.
what they can do is they can stay in touch with the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
During the articleship days or during CS days, they can remain in touch. And once they finish, they are recognized person. They have an identity now. So,
Correct.
with that, whatever they do, the world will listen. So, if they love acting, they'll say that, hey, this person is a CA or a CS. He's a professional.
Yeah.
Out of his passion, he comes to acting. So I have one
Cool.
friend of mine. Definitely, I want to mention this. So
Mm-hmm.
he has his name is Sandeep Sabapati. So
Yeah.
probably every CA
Every
student
student knows
inside the
him.
room, they'll.
Yes, yes, yes.
So this person cleared a CA exam. So
Mm-hmm.
just to show the world that I have taken something and I have to finish this. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the attitude he had. So
Mm-hmm.
soon after completing CA, he quit CA practice and he's a full-time farmer now.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's a
that's what
full-time
Sandeep is. Farmer.
farmer.
So
Oh,
he's into agriculture.
oh, wow.
So he has surrendered his POP, just like you, ma'am. I hope
Okay.
you
Yeah,
are fully into teaching.
yeah, I'm fully into teaching. I was, well, my end of the story is like, I was just not enjoying my practice. I was just not enjoying working. You know, it's like, it's always nice to interact with students than with clients, is what I felt. And
True.
I was, you know, there's no point in doing something which you don't enjoy. So I just surrendered my COP. And of course, because I am a CA and if I'm teaching, I'm taken more seriously. But if I would not have done CS and then I would have been teaching, then definitely, you know, kids don't look up to you. They don't take you up that seriously. So that was done, correct. So
Yes, yes. So
that's an
definitely.
amazing, yeah, that's an amazing thing what you said, Anish, that students for now don't try to balance both. There are a lot of inputs where you'll get, you know, like you can balance both. Actually, what I feel is with CA, CS, CMA exams, balancing act is very difficult because you might have your college also, you might have your office also. So just focus on studies, stay in touch with it to some extent, as Sir told. And then once you're done with that major goal in your life of getting a prefix of CA, CS or a CMA before your name, then you can probably deviate to the other skills which you have. That makes better sense, I feel too. Okay.
So I will tell you some. I will share something, ma'am, which
Yeah.
certain students from Salem branch they did this. So
Okay.
probably during every CA fest they have a band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they have a
Okay.
music band altogether in Salem. So
Mm-hmm.
probably when I was student, I used to notice this. I don't know
Okay.
whether the band is still in existence. So they'll
Okay.
stay in touch with that music practice. So whenever there's a CA function, so the band comes in and they give a fantastic music. So
Okay.
they remain in touch. They're not totally into music. They're focused in studies, but they are
Mm-hmm.
definitely in touch with whatever they love. So that's my advice to all the students.
Cool. Cool. That's a good advice. And there's one difficult question which I want to ask. There are students who, in spite of the best efforts, are not able to clear the course which they took up, say a CA or a CS or a CMA, in spite of best attempts or maybe repeated attempts. See, there are a lot of people who, of course, don't clear it in first attempt. That's absolutely okay because end of the day, no one remembers your attempts. They just see whether you
Correct.
have the prefix in front of your name or not. But
Yes.
what about those students who try, and it's been repeated attempts, but still they are not able to do it. Do you think they should probably think like, yes, okay, this course is probably not for me, and then go on to something else? Uh,
Okay. So probably I can divide the question into two parts. So
mhm,
probably people who have taken CA or CS with great passion, so they can be
mhm,
categorized as one. And we can also say that probably because of financial constraints at home, so people will choose, okay, this kind of a cheaper subject than college. So that can be a second category. And there can also be a third category where my parents are CA and CS, and definitely I have to succeed them. So therefore, I'm forced to do CA and CS. That happens in many places. So
mhm.
broadly, this can be the categories. 2 and 3 categories, yes, they can drop it if they feel it's so difficult. Because I know few people who have gotten to depression state. So it
Exactly.
has become an
That
obsession for
yeah,
them.
that was behind my mind when I asked you this question. Yeah.
Yes. So that is the 2 and 3 category. Yes. So they are not driven by passion. So it's good time they leave in case they are not able to clear. But people who are passionate, I can name a person called Saravanan, who are very, I mean, he's a senior, but
Mm-hmm.
in practice, probably a few years old. So when I
Mm-hmm.
was doing CPT, he used to study in CA Institute. He
Mm-hmm.
was doing his final. I
Mm-hmm.
cleared my CPT. I came to PCC. He was still doing final. So I
Mm-hmm.
cleared my final. I started practicing. Still, he was doing CA final. And probably
Okay.
after 6 years of my practice, he cleared his final. So that's the
Okay.
perseverance he had. So people who
Mm-hmm.
are very passionate about CA, CS, I think you have to go for it. And if you leave a break, some point of time when you get aged, you will feel that okay, probably I didn't do what I decided for. So that feeling you should not get when you're young. So you should stay happy when you're.
Correct.
They should go for it.
Correct. That's a wonderful answer. So, sir says if you're really passionate about doing it, give your best, give repeated attempts, you'll get it. But if you feel you have been like forced into it, you're not enjoying it, then it's probably better to drop it because see there are lakhs and lakhs of people who appear for these courses. Not everyone becomes a CACS or a CMA, and that's absolutely fine. That's not the end of the world. There are amazing career options out there which is possible without this three also. So if you feel you are not able to do it, there is absolutely no reason to think that you are a failure because you're not. There's no need to fall into stress, depression, no need to take the stress of your parents' pressure, peer pressure. Absolutely not required. You'll end up doing something wonderful with your life then also. Uh, After the news which came today about the TV star,
Sushant.
yeah, it was really heartbreaking, after seeing him in such good movies and listening to this, it was really heartbreaking because you don't know what they were going through. And from the morning it's running in my mind, why did it happen? Why did he do? So there's no reason to fall into stress, depression for at least an educational, I mean, a professional degree is what I feel. You'll end up doing something wonderful with your life, no doubt about it. But then if you're passionate, go on, keep on giving it. Repeated attempts are
Yes,
beautiful
and
also.
yeah, one more advice is CA or CS makes you earn more. So that's one thing people fall for, and they go for I mean, the course as it is. So today's example was a classic one. The actor was filthy rich, and he was very successful in his movie. At the same time, probably he was under depression. So money or fame will take you nowhere. So at the end of the day. So if you're passionate about it, as long as you don't get any kind of depression, you love doing what you do. So
True.
it's good that you stick on to that.
True, 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 true. Yesterday we had a live session, and one of the comments came that in today's time, money is everything. So I told him probably money is everything till you reach your level of whatever is your level of 10 lakh, 1 crore, 5 crore, whatever is your aim. Till you reach there, probably you feel money is everything. But once you reach there, trust me, money is just paper ultimately because you can't need money. Whatever you need is very basic in life. After that, what becomes important is whether you are helping people, whether you are doing things which you are passionate about, whether you are providing value to people around you. So that becomes more important. So it's always advisable to take up a career which you are truly passionate about. So that's important, I think, Anish, right? And we can see how
Yeah. So
passionate you
I'll
are with your subject. So it shows.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, so I'll add a few points to this. So,
Yeah.
as I was telling, like, I have a great passion towards Viscom. So, right from my school days, I wanted to get into it. So, good thing that I didn't get into a college. So,
Mm-hmm.
a good thing that I cleared my CA, and now I am into something. Probably, I'm just letting people know. So, I'm doing something on animation. So, I'm animating the entire Income Tax Act. So as a my passion for Viscom, I'm doing this as a CA. So that is getting fulfilled. So never think that you have dropped your passion. Somewhere you can realign your passion to whatever work you do. So that can always happen in your life.
Correct, correct. That's true. And another hot question which all the students want to ask is that we are not able to focus on our studies at this time. And with the institute keeping on postponing exams, so much of
Mhm.
uncertainty around in this pandemic. So from my end, I told them that keep up the momentum, do study for 2, 3 years. I would like to hear from you, like, what advice would you like to give them?
Okay. So first thing is be it the exam which is getting postponed or the normal exam. Usually, what I do is so I don't get a feel of exam before it. So I don't think I'm going to write an exam. So when I was writing CA, so writing an exam itself becomes a stress for you. Right?
Correct.
So yes, so I've shared it with many of my students. So the day before my costing exam, I was inside a movie theater. So that just the day
Okay.
before the exam. So I watched
Okay.
the movie next day of the exam. So that was me, in fact. So I don't think that okay, we should take all the stress. So probably think that just an evaluation method. You are evaluating yourself, and institute is not evaluating you. So if you go by that attitude, don't treat it as an exam at all. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, give an effort in such a way that you're going to evaluate yourself. You should not bend down in front of yourself. So you should
Mm-hmm.
show that, definitely show that no one can defeat you other than yourself. So the Sultan dialogue, right? So
Okay. Okay.
right. So going by that attitude, we have to prepare for exam. So that will take you to a better moment.
Okay. Okay. So study for yourself. Don't take the stress of exam. And if you're enjoying any subject, go deeper into it. Try to find out things which is not normally available in the textbooks. Enjoy the process of it is what it ultimately matters, I think, right? I
Yes,
was
and
also
of
the same,
course,
Anish.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, ma'am. And of course, if you want to take a break and if you don't feel like studying, don't push yourself. So if you
Okay.
feel 1 or 2 days you don't want to study at all, don't study. So
Mm-hmm.
even if you study, nothing goes into your head during that time. So just
Correct,
enjoy.
correct,
That's it.
correct. I'll tell about myself. I was a
Yeah.
very big daydreamer when I was studying, that time. So that time we didn't have so much of, mobile, social media influence, all that was not there. So the only I used to sit with my books, and there were times, when my mind used to go here and there, everywhere, and I was a very big daydreamer. I could actually just imagine situations and be a part of that situation. That kind of a daydreamer.
Okay. Dictionary
So
also, ma'am. In that.
so what I used to do was like I used to have a clock in front of me and I used to see okay 10:30 and I wanted to daydream. So what I used to do is okay till 10:45 Shilpi you are allowed to daydream. Just sit in front of the book no problem but daydream no problem. There is no stress. And I happily used to let my mind run here and there for 15 minutes. Once 10:45 done and I'm like okay now come back to studies for the next 30 minutes. So for me, it worked out. I was able to focus in that small chunks of time and really study because actually studying for very long stretches is practically not possible. I mean, we have a monkey mind. It does go here and there. So give it that 5, 10 minutes of break. It's okay to do it. So, okay.
Also, one more point. You can create something called as a safe zone. So that's what we do for kids in various the schools and NGOs we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
So there's
What's
something
that?
called as a safe zone. So a stress free zone. So where they won't get any kind of stress. So whatever they want to do, they can do that. So for me,
Okay.
my car is my stress free zone. So whenever I drive, I put music to the fullest bass. I drive. So generally, I go to nature sites. I take a solo drive.
Yeah, we have
So
seen a
that's
lot of
one way.
pictures like that.
Yes, I do that. The second thing is the Kamala Hassan's way. I sleep when I get angry. So if I get
Okay.
upset, angry, I sleep off. So the moment I
It
wake up, I'll
helps.
forget what happened.
Yeah, it helps.
Yes. So you can develop such habits to reduce your stress levels. So probably that your passion can work or whatever you want to do.
Okay. Okay, that was wonderful inputs, Anish. So I would like to
Thank you,
ask
ma'am.
the students if you have any questions, please put it in the comment box. Sir would be more than happy to answer. Please put down any questions which you have in the comment box.
Don't place a difficult question, okay? Understand that I was a backbencher. It was a
Okay. Okay. Anyone has any questions? Okay. We'll wait for a few minutes. So Anish, my question is, when are you getting married, Anish?
That's, I guess, out of the syllabus, ma'am. Some,
Okay.
yeah, I'm enjoying being a bachelor, but yes, the process is on. So they are looking. Uh, my dad is into that process. I'm not disturbing
Okay.
that process.
Okay. Okay, Anish. So any other questions for sir? We'll wait for 2 minutes for your questions. Else we can wrap up the session. Okay. I hope I didn't miss anything. Will CA exams be postponed again? That is the only
Uh,
burning question in every CS student's head right now.
so
Please answer,
probably
Anish.
the topic goes right. I think. I mean, this is just an individual opinion of mine. So going by the logics, HRB has announced that all colleges and schools can be open only after August 15th. So that's the official announcement that came up. So to conduct a CA exam, we should have centers. So again, if you go by facts, Chennai, Maharashtra, they're worsted. In fact, Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, they're worsted.
Yes.
So where we can have a maximum concentration of CA students. So going
Calcutta
by all
also.
this
It's
facts,
a lockdown, yeah.
yeah, Calcutta, yes, ma'am. So going by these facts, I really doubt if they would go for the exam. Else, again, one more logic is that if at all they conduct the exam by August, they have to the result should come out by September end, and October 1 month will be having, and the next attempt comes by November. So again, people won't have time to prepare or even make application. By going by pure facts and logics, they feel that they will club the November and May attempt. So that's my individual opinion.
Correct. I would like to share that even I share the same opinion because although the institutes are going on postponing the exams, but I personally feel that it would be clubbed. And in fact, even if it is not clubbed, my personal suggestion and individual suggestion to all of you, taking you as my family, is what I would say is just give the exam in the November attempt and don't even take the risk of doing it in August. It's too much of a stress to handle for you and your family. Okay, we have one question from Sandhya. How do you maintain that smiling face ever, sir? Please tell that secret, sir.
Yeah. So, so whenever I get stressed, I get angry, I start smiling. So, so many movies also influence this, right? When I get really angry, I start smiling.
Okay.
So that has become a habit altogether. In fact, many a times when I was facing an angry client, I used to smile. So probably two things can happen. The client can get angry, saying that what this idiot is doing. I'm totally angry, and he's smiling. So other way it can work is it can cool him down. So when you smile, at least not for yourself, the other person will remain happy. So it's good that you smile. So think of others, you'll start smiling.
You are smiling now. Are you angry?
So even when I'm happy, I do smile. So,
Okay.
so either ways.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions? So for theory paper, do we want to write answer as it is in book for scoring marks?
Yes. So it's not required that you mug and vomit whatever is there. So in case if it's a law paper like company law, ma'am is an authority on that, and income tax probably I'm learning something out of it. So when you talk about law papers, it's good that you write the legal points. So the law as it is, you have to write. You're expected to write that. If not, at least the keywords. For example, in income tax, there are saying that may, shall, not after the expiry of. All these are key terms. So key terms, definitely yes, we have to replicate. In case if it's not a key term, you can write in your own words.
Correct.
That's my answer. Ma'am, you can add something if I'm wrong or missed something,
Correct.
you can please.
What Sir too is very true only. See, you need to write down the provisions as they are because law cannot be changed. So when you're quoting a section, you have to write down as it is. But when you're putting the interpretation part, of course, that can be done in your own words. Just try to make it in short, simple sentences so you don't go wrong with the language or anything. So that is, there's one question who wants to ask how to study CA auditing paper for intermediate, sir.
Okay. So I'll tell you how I studied. I didn't study at all. So probably for me it was easy. In our stream, it was we were going for audits. So definitely we know what is an audit. So I think the best way to study is you should know the practicality of audit. Audit is not a theory paper. So you have to get a feel of audit. So in case you're an articleship, what you can actually do is parallelly prepare while you go for an audit. When you go for an audit, read the subject, go for an audit, will make a hell of a lot of difference. So in case if you're not into articleship, probably what you have to do is get some inputs from your seniors so that you get to know how practically it is done. And of course, yes, and after that, you should keep studying the paper, writing tests. So that's the next option you have.
Correct. Anand asks, what's your future plan, sir? Can we expect a book which you will author?
Yes, Anand. So I'm doing something more than a book. So what I'm doing is I have a dream of creating a movie for a subject. So that's where I'm working on. So I want to animate the entire subject. So people should not feel that I'm studying. So rather, they should get the same pleasure as I got while watching a movie. So right now it's almost done. Probably in Ma'am's Academy, I have done few classes with that.
Yeah.
So that's my bigger dream. And of course, I want to bring in certain. I want us to go back to LKG days where we can play and learn. That's my bigger vision of education today. Yeah, so I want to become an entertainer rather than a teacher.
Cool. So we have one more question. Is direct CA preferable? Sita Lakshmi, she asks, is direct CA preferable?
Okay,
I think
it
she
is,
means
ma'am.
direct
Actually,
entry,
it's
I
a
think.
direct entry. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
when
think
you're
she
talking
means that.
about direct CA, yeah. So I'll divide it into two parts though. In case if you're from 12th, it's good that you start your CA from your 12th. Two
Mm-hmm.
reasons. Number one, you are into 12th. You'll be drilled with by the educational institutions. So you'll be asked to study continuously. So with the same momentum, it's easy for you to get into CA and go with the same pace. So that's rather
Mm-hmm.
easy. So if you're from 12th, it's good that right from 12th you start doing CA. Else, if
Mm-hmm.
you have finished your college, um, yes. So after taking up college, of course, yes, direct entry will be a better option. So in case if you are in 12th, it's good that you go by the CPT scheme.
Correct, correct. We have one more question from Sandhya. Law paper section numbers other than main sections should we mention? Sandhya, it depends because it's always preferable to write the right section than writing the wrong one. So if you're only very sure of the section, you should be writing it. In case you do not remember the subsections for CA exams, it's okay not to write. For CS, we prefer that the rule names and all those things are written. So that's important. Anything you would like to add, Anish?
Yes, ma'am. Generally, when you talk about sections, in exams, generally they don't require a section, but that section number is required to show the authority on the subject. So the
Mm-hmm.
examiner should know that you know it. So that's where you'll be able to score. That is one. But giving a wrong section, definitely yes. So there'll be a reduction of marks. So they can choose between this. Whether you won't be awarded extra marks if you write a section. So that part you have to take care. Whether you want to prove yourself or in case if you're not very sure, don't write the sections.
Correct. Now there are too many requests. There are two requests. They want you to sing a song, Anish.
Ma'am, it's night time and they should be sleeping, right? So,
Okay. Probably would you like to hum a tune softly,
yeah,
maybe?
okay. Sure. So one of my song, I love old songs rather than the new ones. So I'll sing a mid song. Um, so a film from a film called Nanda. புரியாத உலகில் நின்றேன் அறியாத சுகங்கள் கண்டேன் மாற்றம் தந்தவள் நீதானே முன்பனியா முதல் மழையா என் மனதில் ஏதோ விழுகிறதே விழுகிறதே உயிர் நனைகிறதே. Thank you.
Wow, Anish, that was so melodious, you know. I mean, I don't understand the words, but it was so melodious. Wow, so all of you are
Yeah.
happy?
So thank you.
Okay, comment if how happy you feel. That feel. Okay, great. Wow, super, sir.
Thank you.
Cool. So, we had one question. Ma'am, can CBSE 12th grade students crack CA foundation exam without and going for coaching classes? Yes, Sita, it is possible to crack the CA foundation without going for coaching classes also, because for CBSE 12th and CA foundation, a huge chunk is similar. The syllabus is similar. But what is the difference is the questioning pattern. So I think you can study at home if you are really sincere with it and you are done with your CBSE 12th well. So of course you can crack the foundation. Only thing which I would like to suggest is you should have a mentor for yourself. You should have someone who is like an accountability partner to you. Probably you can just join for test batch, say, because writing the paper, getting it evaluated, how to answer the questions in CA, how does the question come, all that part is very important for CA. Although the content is very similar to the CBSE 12th. And if you have maths in CBSE 12th, probably there are very few topics which you would like to learn. The rest, all of them would be similar. You would like to add anything to this, Anish?
Yes, ma'am. I guess you covered it all. So only thing is, yes, to get the feel of CA syllabus, certain subjects, yes, papers like Maths probably will be, since I was weak at Maths, I can tell you that. So Maths paper was pretty tough for me while I was attending CA.
Yeah.
Probably subjects you feel is difficult, yes, you can go for classes. Where you feel that, okay, I can manage it. So study from home will be totally fine.
Yeah, but get someone, you know, to be your accountability partner, because it's very difficult to stay motivated and have a study timetable and stick to it. That's very important. If you're focused enough and sincere enough to do it, you can give it a shot. Absolutely, you can give it a shot.
Very much.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions from you all? You're done with singing. I hope you
Someone
don't
asked
ask him. Yeah.
about industrial training, ma'am. I guess I
Okay, I missed
understand
it
that.
probably.
So
I'm
someone
sorry.
wanted to, yeah, so someone wanted to know about industrial training. Should I get into industrial training? In case if you're planning to get into a job, so if you're planning to get employed, so industrial training will give you a great exposure. And if you want to be in practice, then it's good that you just continue with the firm which you are working in. So in case of job, industrial training is excellent, and in case of practice, the firms will be a good option.
Correct. So Sandhya asks, what about doing CS after CA Inter or CA Final? Yeah, it's absolutely okay. In fact, it's good if you can clear CA Inter and then go for CS, because a lot of subjects are similar, and you'll definitely have an edge after you come from CA Inter route. So definitely you can go for that. But I personally feel that there is no point in doing CA and CS both, although most of the people do it. What I feel is, if you're really interested in CA, once you're done with your CA, you should probably go for some other courses where it is more like more into accounts, taxation, something like that. Because I mean, doing a CA and CA doesn't really help. You just have more knowledge about law, but you can only practice as one, or you can only do a job as one person. So that's my opinion. I mean, definitely everyone has their own opinions. What do you think, Anish,
Yes.
about this?
Yes, ma'am. Again, the same answer. In case if you want to do CA and CS together, it'll be a good combination if you're getting into employment. Reason being, they'll prefer people who has both CA and CS so that the working style will be very good. In case if you're planning to practice, I guess one is fine. So either CA or CS because you're not allowed to do a dual practice.
Correct.
So it's better that you pick one. And as ma'am told, you can specialize. So me, after doing CA, I entered into international taxation. So I started specializing myself on the subject. So that would be a better option rather than diversifying into different course altogether. So that's my opinion.
Yes, Sandhya, there are a lot of people who say it does add to your employment criteria. But what I personally feel is nowadays the trend is changing a little. So, for example, if you're doing a CA, then you do something related to international taxation, as Sir told, or finance field that will add more, in fact, to your employability criteria. But if you're not interested in law, then there is no point doing CS. Like, for example, I'll tell you about myself. When I was pursuing CS, I didn't want to do a CA. But my mom went and told everyone around in the neighborhood that my daughter is doing CS. And everyone told her that who does only CS? So, CA and CS has to be done together only because that's how their mindset was. And my mom ended up forcing me to do CA also. So I did CA foundation. I cleared my CA inter, and I tell you,
Okay.
I really didn't enjoy it. I just hated looking at numbers and all that practical papers. And then ultimately I went for CS, and now after 10 years of doing it, I have enrolled myself for a Masters of Business Law degree. So what I feel was is because I chose CS, I should do more specialization in law related subjects. So if you are interested more in accounts, tax, and those kind of papers, do a specialization in that field. But if you really feel like going for CS, it's a personal choice. But my suggestion would be to go for something which you have the core strength on. I mean, what do you think about this, Anish?
Yeah, perfectly fine, ma'am. So that's exactly what I told. So it's like
Yeah,
concentrating on two things. It's like really tough. In
correct.
case if you're getting to employment, probably yes. If you want to build your base, you can think of it. Else, you can. The better option is to specialize. So
Correct.
that comes as a better option.
Correct. Okay, Venkatesh asks, sorry, I lost it. What did you ask? Okay. Okay. So Venkatesh is asking that he's finding law very boring while reading law. Do you have any suggestions to make it interesting? Well, I'll tell you what, law is not the same like accounts and tax. It is a little dry subject for people who don't enjoy it. So, if you really don't enjoy law, my suggestion would be to just make peace with it. Don't try to enjoy it too much. Just make peace with it. Just know that you have to clear this paper to clear your CA ultimately. And the ways to make it interesting is try to relate it to your real life situations. Especially for company law, I can say this. Always imagine situations where how in real life it is done. Okay, just don't read the provisions. Try to understand why this law came into. Number one, understand why this law was done. Okay, so that itself will open up your mind a lot. And then try to imagine situations. You can make acronyms to remember certain things. um, for me, what I used to do was while studying company law, I always used to imagine, like board meeting, I used to imagine, okay, I am the director, this is how I'm conducting the board meeting. I cannot conduct it on this day, notice has to go like this. Read a lot of case laws to get into interesting stories. That is a way to make it interesting, but I'm not guaranteeing that everyone finds it interesting. Like, for example, I never found tax interesting. So it really depends, but I made peace with it because I knew that I had to clear the paper. There were two tax papers for me in intermediate and final both. CA intermediate was another tax paper. So I just made peace with it that yes, I have to focus on it as much to clear this paper. So that is my only advice. Don't break yourself too much if you're not enjoying it. Just try to relate it to real life situations and peace with it and go ahead. I mean, do more of what you're enjoying actually and try to score better in those subjects. Okay. Is CA a bit difficult for non-maths CBSE student to pursue? I'm an entrepreneurship student. Okay, Sita, actually, CA, for people who have taken CA without maths, yes, CA Foundation Maths is difficult. It is difficult, I would say, because for me, I was a pure math student. I was also a CBSE student, and we had all the, those, what do you call it? I mean, permutation, combinations, and all those chapters were there. But I never enjoyed maths. I was pretty not that great in 12th maths. Till 10th, I was enjoying. So when I came for the foundation level, yes, I found it difficult. So I had taken coaching for maths. I had practiced a lot for maths. I think my 50% of the time was devoted for maths paper and the rest 50% for other papers. I just managed to scrape through the paper with a 54 or 55, something like that. So if you're a non-math student, you definitely need coaching for CA Foundation Maths because the topics are all related to +2. They're not related till 10th what you have done. So you will need coaching, sure.
So I'll add something to it, ma'am. I was
Sir.
purely from marketing stream. So
Okay.
the school people chucked me out of max stream. So they told you're not good at max, so we won't give you max.
Okay.
So that's my story part. And yeah, after that, as ma'am told, yes. So maths was pretty difficult for me. Even the day before exam, I was not able to recollect what it is because think of a student learning maths in like 2 months time after the exam. So it was like it was a Herculean task. So what I did was again maths papers that was divided into two when I was studying. So maths and statistics. So that's the split. So statistics was quite logical. I was able to grab the concepts of statistics. And maths definitely right from my fourth standard I flunked. So that's one subject I avoid. So what I did was I concentrated more on stats and less on maths, and that's how I was able to crack it. So if you are able to do the same, well and good. And as ma'am told, of course, yes, in that case, to at least boost your confidence level, so some coaching will be required.
Yeah, because the papers are pretty difficult these days for maths, for CA Foundation especially, is what I felt. So I mean, instead of you may go for a CA Foundation Institute, or if you're comfortable, you can also approach the maths the local maths teacher can also help you out. But as I told, CA requires a little different way of handling papers and all. So for tests and all, you should have someone professional to guide you for that. And how about articleship in Big Fours, sir? What would you like to say to that, Anish?
Yeah, so Big Four is again, if you're planning to get into employment, so that adds in a big way to your resume. So if you say I'm from a Big Four, it's like a ready employment for you. So that is the edge you get over others. If you're planning to get into practice, probably initial stages, it will make no sense because when you start the practice from the scrap, so probably you'll be given PAN filing or TDS filing or a GST filing. That is never done in Big Fours, so they don't look into these small aspects. So again, it makes no sense. But in case if you're planning to get into practice in a mid-level firm, so where you want the concept of Big Four, there it will make sense. So I'll divide it into two parts. If you're getting into employment, yes, articleship in a Big Four will definitely help. Second thing is, in case if you're wanting to get into a mid-level firm after you clear your CA exam, so definitely Big Four will help you out in that manner. But only thing is, when you get into Big Four, you should also keep in your mind that the time will be sucked away. So you won't have enough time for studies. So you should know to balance your studies and articleship in a very big way. So that's a strain you have to go through.
Okay. Okay. Okay, one second. One more question was there. So after completing, sorry, after completing CA final, whether CMA has scope or CS?
Okay, so I guess I'll bounce a ball back to you, ma'am. So you'll be a better person in answering that.
I think we already spoke about it. You see a lot of people around you who have all these degrees in front of their name, ACA, ACS, ACMA, MBA, MPhil. It looks nice, okay? It definitely looks nice to have one line of degrees after your name. But what is more important is to be an expert in one of the micro niche subjects. That is, I personally feel that is how the world is moving right now. It's again a very personal opinion. There is no scope anywhere for general people. Like, even after a CA, yes, CA definitely guarantees a huge thing, but even after a CA, if you're a normal CA and you are specialized in something CA, say you're very specialized in project finance, for example, So that is going to fetch you much more money. And it's not just about the money, because you're solving that kind of problems for your clients or customers. So only when you solve someone's problem, you give that kind of value to them, will they pay you more, right? You can take the example of doctor. I have this favorite example which I keep on giving every time. General doctor charges 100, 200 rupees. The same thing, a brain surgeon or a heart surgeon or the person who's a really specialist in that small thing gets much more money because he's solving a bigger problem for us. So try to become a specialist instead of just having dual degrees. I personally feel that should be the call. I mean, add something to this, Anish. What would you like to say?
Yeah. So on a lighter note, I have one friend of mine. So he got a CA degree. He was doing CA in fact. Then he got into CS. Then he got into CWA. I was wondering what the cranky guy is doing because like I'm struggling with one course and he's trying to pick up three courses altogether. They asked him what is the big reason. He told, I want to marry Macha. Okay, so that's the reason he gave. Yes. To marry and this, what connection does it have? So soon after that, after a month, I got an invitation from him which mentioned CA bar, CS bar, and CWA bar. So that's something he did. So that's
Okay.
it's adventurous task which you do when you try to do all this parallelly. Probably for your marriage invitation, it will sound very good, but in practice, if you try doing that, you'll go bonkers because like everything is a different ballgame altogether. When you talk about TA, it's more of practical stuff you'll be doing. So more of accounts and more of tax. So many problem-based subjects will be there. When you talk about CS, correct me if I'm wrong, ma'am, you'll have more of theory. And
100%.
CWA, yes. So when you talk about CWA, again, it's a different ballgame altogether. So again, more of arithmetics will be involved. So you have to define yourself whether you love theory or you are not a theory person. And I love analytics. How you should get streamlined.
Correct, correct, absolutely. So, if you're wanting a dual degree, if you really want to pursue CS or CMA, go for it. But if you think just adding one more degree will increase your employability or a scope, I don't think that's the right way to go about things, because we have so many examples around us. People who even have a CA and CMA degree might not be that successful. People who are just having one degree, but they have immense experience and expertise over that one particular thing, and they are going great guns. So just try to specialize yourself. Try to think what is that one thing which you're going to enjoy and which you can be extremely an expert at. So focus on that would be my suggestion, instead of just going after degrees for putting it on your CV. Doesn't help. That's what I and Anisa, both of us, feel. And after 12th student, when will be complete CA minimum years? So Anish, please enlighten.
So after 12, within how many? That's a tough question, ma'am. Yeah. So once it was asked, one person asked me, "What are you doing?" I told CA, and he told, "In which college you are studying?" I really don't know what to answer.
That
And
happens in Coimbatore a lot, yes.
yeah, no, ma'am. It happened in Chennai while I was traveling in bus. An old guy asked me,
Okay.
"What you're doing?" I told him, which college? That part I can definitely forgive, but the next question was a bouncer to me. So he told, "You are just doing CA. My son is doing BCom CA, so he has a better degree than you." So that's one thing, one humiliation I have faced. And the next thing he asked was, "When do you clear it?" So absolutely, we should keep it open-ended. So if everything goes well, clear everything in the attempt one. So 3.5 years, you should be able to crack CA. And if things does not go well, only thing in CAs you should also learn to enjoy your failures. Right? So the moment I flunked, so the next moment I was in the theater holding a popcorn with my friends. So that's what I did. So you should celebrate your failures also while doing CA. You should enjoy that also. That's also part of CA or any professional degree, right?
Correct.
So I can keep the question open-ended. So 3 years is the time. If you clear in first attempt, that's the time it takes. In case if does not happen, as long as it takes till you clear, the time it takes. So
But
that's
then
answer
along
to it.
with articleship and all, after 12th, I think it takes close to 4.5 years, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, ma'am.
Four and a half, yeah.
After articleship, they have restricted the articleship period to 3 years, and 2.5 years That is 2.5 years after completion of articleship, you are eligible to write exam.
Finals, yeah.
So at 6 months age, you can say that approximately 3.5 years will be able to crack.
Okay, okay. So how many months will it take to prepare for CA final new syllabus?
Okay. So generally, if you divide it into groups, I'll tell you something, a question honestly to everyone. In case if you are given a 5 months leave in office, right? So we never study for 5 months, right? So in fact, I was given a 4 months leave when I was in articleship. 2 months, I just blowed like that. So I didn't know what I did. I slept, ate, I put on weight, everything. And after that, the last 2 months was a serious preparation part. So by preparing for 2 months, I'm very sure you can clear one group. So average 4 months, both groups with revision, you will be able to crack. But only thing is that 4 months should be a complete 4 months. So it should not be like I enjoy, so I study for 2 hours a day. All that should not be that. So 4 solid months of preparation of
You
at
mean
least
for both
8
the
to 10 hours a day.
modules?
Yes, ma'am.
You mean
So
for
8 to 10 hours. Yes, ma'am. 8 to 10 hours preparation will be required. That I'm sure you'll be able to clear.
Yeah. So, and to get this 4 months, I think you need to start the preparation 5 months or 6 months, because at least it used to
Yes,
happen with
yes.
me. I used to think, yeah, last
Yeah.
2 months I'll study solid, and only when I think I will study solid, the 10-15 days goes like a warm up, and then only you actually come into the thing. So, if you want 4 months, I think start a little early, small bits and pieces,
Yes,
probably.
very much, ma'am. And balance goes in preparation of timetable. So we
Yeah,
prepare it, we break it. We
yeah.
prepare it, we break it.
We break it, and then we
That's the
keep
next
on
thing we do.
discussing.
Yes.
Okay. Cost audit says, thank you, ma'am and Anisha. Who's this, by the way, cost audit? Tell us your name. Dhanushri says, thank you, sir and
Someone who's
ma'am.
like too into fasting. So,
Yeah, it's one of your students only, cost audit. Please tell your name. Okay. Okay. So, any other questions for sir? Any other questions? Can we wrap it up then, Anish?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining. You were in lovely audience. You asked such amazing questions to sir. Ma'am, your old student Ganesh. Okay, hi. Okay.
So, anyways, thank you all for that wonderful and practical
Yes.
questions. And
Yes.
thank you also, ma'am, for this live session. So it
Thank you
has been a
so
debut for
much.
me. Yeah. And thank you
Yeah.
for tolerating me.
Not at all. We would love to have you. Thanks a lot, Anish, for being a part of this. And thank you so much to all of you for watching this, being with us till the end, and asking such awesome questions. I would like to know what type of people would you want for the next interview series? What type of questions would you want us to answer? Please DM me on the topics which you want us to talk about. So it gives us a little insights on what are you exactly looking for. So do DM me. And one second, after completion CA intermediate, when to start preparation for CA final? That's Pradik's answer. Could you question? Sorry,
Yes.
could you answer that?
So to answer that as immediately as possible, reason is once you have written your exam, again, there's a momentum for you to study. So you'll be able to study better. And when you talk about inter and final, it's a different ball game. Again, like what I was talking about, CS and CA, it's a different ball game. So inter, it's more theoretical. I'll tell you why. When you people who are writing inter these days invariably are direct entry students,
Okay.
right?
Anish, I
So when you talk
think,
about
okay.
yes,
There is
so
only
when you
five
talk about
seconds of live.